Hi, this is my review for the Panasonic TX 50EX700B 50-inch smart 4K Ultra HD television. I want to start off by thanking AO.com for allowing us to review this television, and I want to mention that the delivery was really good. It was on time and we were kept up to date as to what our time window would be. This television represents extremely good value for money. It's well built and it has a host of high-end features that you would expect from Panasonic television. I'm going to start off from the beginning of this product, which comes with the packaging. It was well packaged, lots of support inside, because sometimes when you have the televisions shipped, they can move around and get damaged, but this one was well protected and well packaged. It was easy to set up and the legs were easily fixed in with 2 screws. Regarding the legs, you can have them configured in 3 different options. You can have them in the middle, as we've got them here as a stand, or you can have them on either side of the television, pointing in or out if you want. We went for the one in the middle because it looks kind of cool, that it's got like a metal stand underneath it. The television is really thin and doesn't take up a lot of room, and it is quite heavy, so I would make sure that your television stand supports a larger, heavier television, or if you're going to fix it to a wall, just make sure that your wall has a good support for a television of that weight. Sometimes walls that are made of plasterboard are not so easy to fix heavy items to, but this one should be okay as long as you use the correct bracket. Connectivity wise, the television has Wi-Fi, it has an Ethernet port, it has an input for Freeview, so you can make use of the built-in Freeview tuner. It has 3 HDMI ports, which is kind of cool. Normally you get maybe 1 or 2, and if you want to connect up an extra device, you either have to have a splitter or you have to keep unplugging and plugging different cables in. But this one has 3, which is more than enough for us. It also has USB ports, so you can plug hard drives into it to record Freeview television or to play back movie content that you already have. The Freeview recording is really cool because you can pause, rewind and play live television or recording through this television. As you can see, the television is powered on here. We have our Sky television connected through it. We haven't tested out the Freeview yet, but you know, the response and control of the television has been good, and as you can see, the picture quality is really good as well. We have been testing out the features of the television. I'm just going to show you a few of them now, the ones that stood out for us. It has a really nice home button on the remote control. I just sort of pressed home here, and I'll show you the remote control later, but I pressed home and I've been able to organize the home screen to keep different items in different folders. So as you can see here, I have a folder with HDMI connections on there, so I can easily get to those instead of flicking through different sub-menus. I have a folder where I'm keeping the apps that I want and use the most, so we've got our Amazon Video, iPlayer and YouTube. I can scroll through to all the apps, and we'll talk about those in a second. Using the Panasonic app on my smartphone, I can mirror the screen of my phone to the television. And like I said, you can watch and record live television using Freeview. The TV itself is really easy to use. It's pretty intuitive, and the instructions were good and clear. And if you've been used to using televisions and setting them up, then this one's not going to be any different. You can access all the settings in one handy menu. It's not like some televisions that have 3 or 4 different menu options that you have to choose depending on what you want. This one, it's laid out and split up like into sound options or network options, so I can check if I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, or picture options. It's really easy, and every time you select an option and leave the cursor on it, you get a little pop-up that explains what the option is. So you're not left thinking, what am I doing? It's very easy to configure the television. The app feature, because more and more people are buying televisions to use with the Smart OS feature, is really good. I just selected it here, and as you can see, there's a whole sort of operating system here. This one runs Firefox OS, which is really good. It's just as good, if not better, than some of the other Android operating systems on the televisions. and it comes with loads and loads installed already. I mean, I haven't really installed many, and I've got all the standard ones: Netflix, Amazon, all the major broadcasters. We've also got some news and sport apps, and then some games. We downloaded Tetris for the television, and even the games on this thing are pretty good. It's not like other TVs where the games are like kind of an add-on or an afterthought. These ones are actually really good. The marketplace also allows me to download loads of other content if I want to. I can get extra games, or I can get some sport apps or kids apps or social networking. And the response from the TV is pretty quick. You know, sometimes you choose an option on some televisions and it takes 5 seconds, 6 seconds to load. This one's pretty quick. Another thing that impressed us with the television is actually the sound quality. I'm just going to open the sound up for a second. It's pretty decent, and so far we haven't needed to have any extra sound bars. It's been pretty good. As you can see, the picture quality is also great. This has a pretty high refresh rate on it, and actually it's really good at watching movies. Sports, we tried it yesterday with the football, and it was really good picture quality. That's about it, really. I think this is a great television with lots of high-end features, and I would recommend it to anyone that wants an up-to-date Panasonic television set. I think it's very good value at the price it's at. So yeah, a good television, and would recommend it to anyone. Thank you. Now, as I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, I would show you the television remote. So here it is. Again, it's in silver, which matches the TV really nicely, and it's really well laid out. You know, the buttons are clear, and it's pretty useful and easy to use. I'm going to start off at the bottom here. You've got the functions for controlling the Freeview television. If you want to go up and down a channel, or change the volume, or enter a channel number. And at the bottom you can see stop, pause, rewind and play and record. What this does is it allows you to record Freeview television. Like I said, if you plug a USB hard drive in, you can actually record and pause live Freeview. So you get kind of like a Sky Plus feeling. If you don't have Sky, you can use it with the Freeview. This button down here, My App, is really cool. You can program that to have your favorite smart app. So we have Amazon Video on there, and if we press that button, it just takes us straight into the Amazon app, so we don't have to navigate through different sub-menus. It's really good. I thought it was a really nice little well thought feature. Just moving up the controller, we get to the top. Just going to try and zoom in here. There we go, just get back in focus. We have the options for navigating through a lot of the inputs of the TV and getting to the menu for changing settings. And we also have buttons that kind of relate to the Freeview guide, so you can see the program guide. And we have the home button, which gets us back to our main menu, so we can choose the inputs and choose different apps that I showed you earlier. And we don't have a Netflix subscription, but there is actually a dedicated Netflix button on the remote. So if you were using Netflix, you could get straight to that. The remote has a good weight and feel to it. It's not flimsy. You're definitely not going to lose this one. And it's in silver, which matches the television. It takes 2 AA batteries, which are also included with the television. So yeah, that's the remote. And yeah, that's the end of this review. I would definitely recommend this television to anyone looking for a new smart TV.